has come to our family. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Hi everyone, here we are, back to day 7 of my live stream for the Darkest Dungeon. Historically, seasonal laborers have been loath to make the journey along the old road, but harsh economic conditions have driven them to desperation. Which means we have a free upgrade this week. I believe that I've already used it. If I'm not mistaken, it was either here or the blacksmith. Either way, we are going to embark again for medium, short. Let's do a scout mission on the cove, because all the others are medium missions. Well, we can do a medium mission in the Weld as an alternative. Complete 100% of room battles, or explore 90% of the rooms. So let's level up a few more guys that need it. Risking a little bit here with the stress levels. Let's throw Rogue Gerber to the mix. Speaking of which, let me check. Yeah. So, festering vapors, flash powder, fortifying vapors, invigorating vapors, 3 dodge, light, minus 20 blight resist. Okay. Back, get down. He moves back one position and increases dodge and speed. This is a basic attack. And protect me. Force guard by ally. Well, not yet anyway, but soon I'll have to unlock invigorating vapors if he gets to level 2 or 3. As for the Jester, I'm also not quite sure of what kind of build to make for him. But Dirk Stab, Finale, Solo. Finale and Solo. Battle Ballad, Slice Off, Inspiring Tune, so he's not great in first position, even though he has 2 attacks. He's pretty much all round. He's got very spread out skills, which is not brilliant. But yeah, not gonna be him. I guess it will have to be Captain Rix or Agronoth, but Agronoth won't have it with Philippa. We need to find another way to heal Agronoth. I guess is taking the Occultist instead of taking Philippa. Let's take Rix, and let's risk taking a whole level 1 party. We'll need to try to make sure we get to the end. This is too much. And this is too much. But let's hope it's enough. Let's take, we're going to... okay, so we're gonna find the fish people. So they do a lot of damage, but they don't poison. They might bleed you, one or another, and they do tend to try and stress out and debuff. So could maybe take a holy water, just for the hell of it, and let's embark.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Yes, it is. Almost, but not quite. So, Radiant Light. It's at 100. I don't like this map. It's not exactly a really short dungeon like I expected. Got this small detour here that pisses me off. Should be just this. Let's advance. Try not to waste too much time. I want Halberdier Gina to evolve.
Wealth beyond measure,
because I love
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
her skills. In fact, in this party, I really, until now at least, maybe further on I'll see it differently, but until now I don't see much to like in either the Man-at-Arms or the Antiquarian. The Vestal is obviously the most direct healer you got, so how not to like it. But the Halberdier, the Hylian, actually this is not the Halberdier, the Hylian class has got some pretty wicked skills. And even more to unlock. So, and they do tend to get really, really helpful and useful on later battles. So, I don't want to lose her. I don't want to lose her. And let's use a torch in here. Move to the next room. We got some scouting. Don't know who did it. Whoever it was did good. Undigested fish, poison, or actual food. Antiquarian, take a pick. Only digested fish inside. Watch out for the trap. So 60, 70, 60, 60. 70 is not so good. Yeah. We don't have...
Cruel machinations spring to life.
We don't have a
with a
good...
singular purpose.
A good trap disarmer in the party. Let's get in this room. And now, let's see. Okay, next room is a room battle. The sack is empty. They are hungry, let's let them have some food. And finally, ready for the room battle. Why are you... Why? Because of the light? What does it says? Plus stress, plus scouting, plus monster surprise. These are the things that we have activated either by skills or by the light beaming. We have a backtracker, no problems in moving backwards. Beast Slayer, Thick Blood. Demonomania, believes he's possessed by demons, -10 bleed resist. She's got no diseases. So, what actually got her debuffed was the trap behind. So, let's use a holy water to counter that debuff a bit. Seven rounds is a lot of rounds, but we'll have to endure it. Let's focus on the little guy first. So, let's see, fortifying vapors for the Helion, for Gina, and you are gonna send a below debuff all of them. Watch out for the stress wave. Yeah. Obviously focus on dealing on the healer, which is gonna try and nail some points while she can. The man-at-arms took 7 damage, which is a lot, but they are all level 1, so it's normal. If it bleeds 100%, she's got a bleed stone increasing 20% the bleed skill, so let's try and lead one of them to see how it goes. You are gonna use a nervous stab on the big guy, which only did 1 damage, which is terrible. Will never drink, may not meditate. 20 stress in Weld, bloodthirsty, gambler. So his stress is faster in the world, but he only did 1 damage from the nervous stab. So, not really an option, at least for this big guy, for the Pelagic Guardian. Let's try to knock him back. He resisted. Divine Comfort to heal the party, or Divine Grace to heal a single one. Don't let it, just like the previous battle yesterday, don't let it go too low. Don't let the health go too low before you start healing them, because don't forget, Philippa is only level 1. So at max she'll be able to heal 3 or 4 with a critical hit, which is nothing. So you need to be constantly healing in order to be effective. So now that we've tested the bleeding, let's see the breakthrough. We already seen it. We already see the Wicked Hack too. Bleed out, it's only usable if we are in the first row. So let's use the breakthrough.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Herbert, since the nervous stab is not that effective, is instead gonna use the fortifying papers on Captain Briggs to give a hand to Philippa on healing. They are still focusing on Philippa, which means next time she needs to heal herself, if she gets there. Let's rush the fishman. Okay, so we need to deal with this guy real fast. Unfortunately, we don't have that many ways to attack the final row with this party apparently, so... But let's bolster the party. Should have opened this with this skill from Captain Briggs. We improve our stats, and now Philippa, you're gonna heal yourself, hopefully with some success. The Helion moved to the first row. That means she can now use Bleed Out. So let's bleed him. It's fine. The Dirk Stab on the little guy, it's more effective. This guy is very well defended. Got a blade in one hand, a shield in the other, a massive shield in the other, and it's very effective. But let's try to push him back again. He resisted again. Let's keep healing Philippa. Blades a bandage. Or not, just one more round. No, not worth it. Let's just bleed the little guy too. He's as good as dead.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Rush it. Nice critical, Captain Briggs. Because crushing, it's better against high defense. So he's got 33 protection. But rushing bypasses that. Let's do a wicked hack
As the
and
fiend
finish
falls,
the job.
a faint hope blossoms.
Book of Relaxation, Uncommon, -10 Stress, +4 Accuracy, -4 Dodge. Skeleton Key, Money, Jade, and a Minor Antique. Worth some money. Let's see, so who is the character with 0 dodge? Besides Ilion, Captain Briggs got 10 dodge, no thank you. You have 15 dodge, no thank you. You got 0 dodge. So you can use this to stress less, because you're gonna need it for sure. You're about to get stressed out. And nothing else we can use. We can perhaps, let's see, how many rounds? Just one more round? Fortunately. 91 light. You can have a little food. And next room, we're gonna have to go through this side to complete 90% and leave this one out, because if we just go straight ahead, we'll still need to visit one of these rooms. So let's make the detour. Pick up these
Glittering
items.
gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Paid for in blood. Dim light. Ouch! Man, these guys are terrible. I don't know. Let's try a dirt stab on these Medusas. Yeah, electric shock to stun him. Let's rampart one of these guys. Not worth it. But
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
they're very well defended. But that doesn't mean we can't try to stun them. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Grievous injury.
Critical
Palpable
debuff.
fear.
3 rounds. 3 rounds 2. It's fine. Nice. Okay, you're gonna hit this guy. Thank you. And you will insist while you... We should have gone after this one to stop him from attacking. Philippa needs to start healing, and
Well
he
struck.
needs to below them all. Below them all. Bellow, below, below. It's below, not bellow. Nervous stab. No, let's use a bandage in here and some fortifying vapors. Some healing on the Helion. I can afford to lose her. Proceed with the pressure. Again. Man. Stunning. Resisted. Well done. And protect me. 5 dodge. 20 protection. Force guard by ally. Yeah, we're gonna force Captain Briggs to guard him, while Philippa brings down some healing. and Captain Briggs will try to
Press
smash this thing.
Give them no quarter.
And Albertina will finish the job, hopefully.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yes, it does. Okay. Let's say that... Yeah, we better. No battles, good. Need to move to the next room. A dead whale with the open entrails. Next room, we have a box. The hero receives a nasty gash. Really? But he resisted it, right? Yeah. So... Pelagian bitches. Pelagian groper. We need some healing really bad. Some healing really bad. Some healing really bad. But for now... The Antiquarian will go on offensive. Captain Briggs will too. Try and thin their numbers. They did good, both of them. So, as a reward, Healer Philippa will use some healing on them both. Okay, that was bad. I need a healer. I know! I'm gonna heal you, don't worry. But for now... Yep. Again. So how many times do they attack in a row? That's stupid, man.
And now the true test.
Yeah. Captain Briggs is a step more. But... I'm not gonna let him die, of course. I'm not giving up. You better not. Let's try and smash the thing. Good. That's better. And that will do. Some milling on Captain Briggs. Philippa, it's about time you pull off a critical healing, man. Wicked hack. Not enough. Let's hope he doesn't focus on Briggs again. You see if you can do it. Not enough. Not nearly enough. But Briggs will do it himself.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I knew this was a risk, bringing a level 1 party all the way. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to the ending. We'll try though. No. Briggs, you better eat a little more. And how long? 2 rounds? That's fine. Rare antique, 1,000 gold each. Well, you're evil, purge evil. Well, not that it's important.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Next room then. Man! Every battle is worse than the last one. I'm dead. I'm gonna lose characters in this battle. For sure, I'm gonna lose characters. I'm gonna lose party members. It will be extremely lucky if I don't. I shouldn't have brought a full level 1 party over here. So, as an opener, I don't know, let's see. Of course. Call of the Deep to buff your humongous Pelagian Guardian. Let me try and mix things up a little for you. First, you're gonna bolster the whole party. You are gonna open with the usual. Yeah, and there he goes again. Man! Wow, nice dodge, Captain Briggs. Let's try to thin these guys out or call them off to another direction.
Injury and despondence.
Come on!
Set the stage for heroism.
Nice!
Or cowardice.
If she went nuts, we'd all be dead without a healer. So that really saved my party, at least for a little bit longer. Healer Philippa needs to heal. This is the best she can do, she's at level 1. No, you're gonna focus on a single one because we need to thin their numbers. And you are gonna try to smash it. Octocestus. Man! My wounds are mounting, I know! Dodged. What?
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
What the hell? He committed suicide and exploded! I'd never seen that move before. Honestly, you need to heal your single 1 point of life to avoid her dying. And
teetering on the
he resisted.
facing the abyss.
They are all dying, and he's bleeding, which means we need to give him a bandage or the bleeding will kill him, since he already has no health. And now I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Rest wave.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
They are all dying. Man, who am I going to choose not to die? Let's try the Helion. For the damage she does. The grave can wait. Yeah, for you maybe, but not for them.
A dizzying blow to
Ouch!
body and brain.
This cannot continue. Yeah, it really can't. Courageous. Well, you're gonna die anyway. You're bleeding and I don't have any more bandages. Of
More
course.
dust. More ashes.
And
more disappointment.
more disappointment. This should be the 5th character I lose. Man, we only have 3 positions now, so I don't have the fortifying papers from him. Which means I'll have to die. So let's risk Gina's life. Gina, no, Philippa's life. Gina's already dead.
Life ebbs,
She died
terrible vistas of emptiness
with a
reveal
terrible blow
themselves.
caused by bleeding from a wound from the pelagic guardian. Could be something among those lines in her grave.
More
Another
blood soaks
death.
the soil, feeding the evil
We shall not survive. This I know. Well, you maybe will. But that's about it. We already won this battle. It's just a matter of time, but... or not, he can still win. If he keeps bleeding. If he keeps bleeding, everybody, he can still win. He's at death's door, she's at death's door, they both are going to die. And we are going back to the hamlet for a revenge sortie.
A wise general cuts losses and regroups.
Yeah, no choice.
Wounds to be
Even
tended.
moving could kill them.
Lessons to be learned.
At least I made the money I spent. I can't seem to find an halberdier, an Ilion, that holds his own until she gets to level 2. Same for the man-at-arms, it's the second one that dies. Need to find a proper build
In
for them.
truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Week 29. We lost Captain Briggs and Gina. And we lost them, let's see. In the graveyard, here they are, Captain Briggs, apprentice man-at-arms, bled out, pelagic guardian, just like I said. Apprentice Ilion, bled out, pelagic guardian. Pelagic guardian's gonna have a revenge coming up on him. Let's see who arrived. Anyone interesting? No. Well, we can get another Seeker Grave Robber. Or another Seeker Houndmaster, since we only have one of each, but we only have 3 more rooms to fill, and with these couple of deaths, we are missing a couple of classes. Of course, we need them to travel through town in order to be iron, but I'd rather wait for it. Also, we need busts to increase the experience of the new recruits. Make sure they don't arrive completely green at level 0. And I'm gonna hire Ballard.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
And you survived. So you need to improve that healing. I'm not gonna do it because too low on cash. Let's see. Ilion is dead. Bounty Hunter. We have a couple of them. You could use it, right, Pastel? What about Vayne? Venice already has a couple of items, right? Yeah. Bleedstone and Wounding Helmet. So Postel will be able to take the Talon. As for the Grave Robber, the new one we just hired, we have something for her too. Ballard will be named Rogue Ballard. And now I guess we are gonna do a revenge sortie. So in the Cove we have the Siren, and doing this quest, the Scout, we lost 2 people with a level 1 party. Because I was stupid, I forgot that the Cove is not exactly the place for a level 1 party. That said, because I don't have a lot of money, I'm gonna have to insist on it. We need to do a short quest. I don't have enough money to buy supplies for a medium quest. So, let's see. Last time didn't go so good with level 1s, so let's take Fitz, which does better at healing. Let's take Grim, which can do pretty good too. And Postel to level up. And we can even place the Jester, I guess. The Jester has been problematic to use, and it's not gonna be this time yet. I guess I wanna take another level 1, maybe even a level 0. Gonna take the recently hired Ballard. What can she do and from where? Let's see. Okay, second position is perfect for her. No, it's not. Man. She won't be able to use poison darts. Which could actually help her a lot. So instead, let's take the Melting Leper, and we'll see how it goes. Now, of course, with this party, the Pelagic Guardian is as good as dead. Take some food, couple of shovels, couple of bandages. Better take, no, better not, because we don't have enough for torches, so I'm gonna have to sell this pendant and buy a few more torches and some more food, and that should do it. I'm gonna risk it like this, and hopefully it will be enough. Well, it won't be enough, but risking a little here, but well, let's see how it goes. Hey Kiddo Snook, how are you? What's up? Have you ever played this game?
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Yeah. Pelagic fish all around. So, scouting plus plus, monster surprised plus plus. That's because we have the bounty hunter with us. And the leper. So let's check this map. We need to explore 90% of the rooms, which means we'll have to leave a single room unexplored. It's the max we can leave behind. So to do this, I guess we're gonna leave either this one or this one unexplored. So, first of all, we don't have a choice. This is the place to go. A nice
Mechanical
opening
hazards
with a
possessed
trap
by evil
to
intent.
reduce me skills for 12 rounds, which is not little at all. It's 2 battles or 3 at least. 2 at least. So, some money. Life is going down pretty fast. This room should not be occupied, so I'm not expecting a battle here. Okay. Postel is scouting, and we are gonna visit this poor lonely room over here. We need to use a torch before it gets too dark. Speaking of which, is there anyone with problems with light or dark? Yeah. Postel stresses out if the torch is above 75. So I'll need to find a way to keep it below 75 and above 60 at least. Okay, so for starters, you are gonna change position with the melting leper. This time, it's not Philippa, it's Fitz. And Fitz, it's another ballgame. Because she won't have a problem healing these guys as fast as they go down. And the melting leper will wreak havoc in your front lines. At the same time, Grim, if need be, can also give her a hand at healing and can also do quite some damage to the back lines. Let's use Postel's abilities to bleed them. Be resisted. And yeah. Let's get a weakening curse on this guy who has the most health. You're gonna heal Postel. And the melting leper is gonna kill 2 enemies with a single strike, hopefully. Or not. Or the idiot he is, he's gonna miss completely. And trying to make things better, Postel here is gonna try again the same trick, this time successfully. And Grim, who is starting to loathe the time we're wasting here, decides to butt in with his own spoon of damage.
For death by inches.
Yeah. Let's heal Postel again. They are focusing on him. And now, Mr. Melting Leper, try not to screw up things again.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
All. Okay, let's continue to the room. We have a torch to pick up in here. 71, it's below 75, which is good for Postel, but bad for everybody else. And since the Melting Leper is already a bit stressed out, Postel will have to hold on with the light at 90. And let's turn back to see the next rooms. They are hungry. Let's give them some food. Back to the initial room. And now, let's see. We can go to either side. We'll have to go to both. I guess this is a room battle. So there's enemies in here. This one seems empty, so let's go to this side first. Undigested fish, poison, or food? Ah! Poison. Bleeding. Here, a bandage. Trap. 70%, 90, 70, 70. It's gotta be you, Postel. It's gotta be you, man. Nice. Okay. Let's use one more torch. Enter the next room. Radiant light at 80. Next room. Who's gonna search it? It's better be you. The pack contains loot. Nice, 1,000 coins. That's what I'm talking about. And a torch, and food, and onyx. Nice. That's some very good loot. Of course, now we need a shuttle.
Another misfortune.
And I brought one. So, here we are. Shadow. So, light is at 50, so it's shadowy. That increases stress, monster accuracy and damage, and the possibility of the heroes getting surprised. It also improves loot and player critical hits. That's something to consider when you are looking for better loot, to allow the light to go dim, but preferably you should only let it when you're closer to the end of the dungeon, or you may risk not getting there at the end. A dead whale. Next room, we are scouting. No battles, just loot, hopefully. Unless it's a surprise attack. Grim, check those bags. 25 coins. Here. Yeah, it can be you. Eerie coral. The coral is suiting the mind. Finally, something to smile about. Well, that removed his stress. And time to turn back. Let's go back here, and then we'll have to explore these two rooms. We can leave this unexplored to get to the 90%. And this is a great game. I really love it. It's you never have do similar playthroughs. It's always different. You can make completely different builds for each of the classes. Really neat. Very original in its gameplay. It's a rogue gameplay, so you don't have a save. I mean, there's a single save, and it updates real time automatically. There's no way to reload somewhere if things went bad your way, which is great. Again, they are hungry. We've already seen this passage, already seen this room. Back to the beginning. She's stressing out. Why? Okay, so let's get ready for a battle. You, Postel, let's see, we have 10, you can eat 2. And then you can check this box. Dash heirlooms. Cool. Watch out for the trap. Postel again. Disarmed. And finally, let's go to a battle. Ouch, the light is dim. Okay. 4 of them, man. They're gonna do a lot of damage, man. Okay, hook and slice. Let's bleed. All of them, one by one. Yeah. Melting Leopard just took a nasty hit. But we're gonna throw Revenge as an opener to buff himself, and okay, they spread out the damage through the whole party, which isn't so bad. If they all had attacked the same guy, it would be a death's door. And now, let's use Abyssal Artillery in the back, and the Melting Leper, when his time comes, will wreak havoc in the first 2 lines because of this buff. The Bounty Hunter will proceed trying to bleed them out. They have high resistance to bleeding, this particular character, the Pelagian Groper. Sorcerer Grim will use his healing capabilities to try and help the Melting Leper. Ouch. Spear fishing. Come on. That's nasty. She needs to heal herself. And finally, the Melting Leper will do 10 damage on each. The Bounty Hunter will insist on the bleeding because eventually it will work. If not, it will keep doing damage. Meanwhile, Fitz here needs to heal herself before beginning to heal everybody else. And now it's time to end this battle, so Grim will again heal the Melting Leper. The Melting Leper will finish the job on his dude.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, and now we're gonna do things tactically. We're gonna use a Demon Pool to get this guy,
Masterfully executed.
or both of them, to the front row, even better. And now we're just gonna take down one guy.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
And give time for Fitz to do some more healing in battle, so that we don't have to use food. Luckily, the Melting Leper was able to dodge, which makes things even better. Postel is gonna use a flashbang to get him stunned, so that Grim and Fitz can heal everybody around. Of course, Grim's healing has the side effect of bleeding. Not always, but sometimes, so need to be careful with that. And I guess she only needs to heal herself. Since he's still stunned, we're gonna pass our turn to allow her to heal herself. And now that he's off stun, we end him once and for all. To proceed. Judgment
Their formation is broken.
also does a lot of damage,
Maintain the offensive.
making
Foolish
Fitz
horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
a very all-round character at this point. So, who's gonna open the big trunk? Who wants it, huh? Go there, Grim. Nice.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
So, we are scouting. Let's go to the final room. We're gonna have one battle in this corridor, and then another. Maybe not. Inside the room, it looks like there is no battles. So this is probably our last battle right here. Okay, nobody bleeding, nobody poisoned. Light at 71. Let's improve it a little. And let's start the final battle. Ouch! Resisted, but got stunned. Okay. And let's try to mix things a little. You keep trying to stun him. Why? What are you afraid of? He dodged. That's not good. Some judgment. Okay.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
About to break? What do you mean about to break? She's only half stressed. You can keep those coming. The leper loves that kind of stuff. Collect bounty. Everyone seems to be missing on this deep stinger, which means she probably has some front row bonus. Let's try to weaken it. She keeps dodging it. So let's heal them
As the
both.
fiend falls,
Good.
faint hope blossoms.
A faint hope blossoms. It's not faint, it's big. A big hope blossoms. We're gonna get out of this dungeon successfully without losing anyone. And to do that, you're gonna heal Postel here. He's already bleeding, so you might as well use your healing capabilities on him. And he's gonna finish one enemy, and the Sea Maggot, they have high protection because of that shell, 75% as you can see. So they always take a long time. But if you have someone in your party capable of debuffing the enemy, now would be the right time to use it. Abyssal Artillery won't do anything. You're gonna keep healing Postel. Postel's gonna use his axe and get rid of that enemy. And I think that
Seize this momentum.
the
Push on
quest
to the task's end.
will be successful as soon as we enter the next room with no more battles. I hope so. That's what I'm expecting.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Let's check it out. Yes! Yes! Okay, so let me just take a pick. Nothing in here. Let's go back to the Hamlet.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
Victory! Collected treasure. A lot. Well, not a lot, 4,000 coins more or less. And collected heirlooms, which is always good. Although we get no busts, which is what we need the most. Postel got Warren's Adventurer as a virtue, and Fitz got Tough, plus 10% maximum HP. She leveled up to level 3, which is also good.
Back across the Styx. Boatmen be damned.
Boatmen be damned. Why? From beyond, by hateful curse or malign miracle, it seems even death may be defied in this damnable place. Only one of these soldiers can be returned to the living. Wow! So I can revive one of my lost party members? In that case, I want to revive Captain Briggs.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
Nice. Thank you for giving me back Captain Briggs. I would much rather that you have given me back the option to bring back the Helion. But since I had only those 3 options, I bring back Captain Briggs back into the fray. Let's see these upgrades in here. How are they? Nothing we can do right here. Let's see the tavern. We can improve the tavern to reduce the treatment costs and the number of slots. Let's see what else can we do. In the Abbey, there's nothing we can do right now. We don't have busts. In the guild, also, we could improve the training regiment to reduce the cost of skill training by 10%. And the blacksmith, nothing we can improve. The nomad wagon is starting to show up some interesting items, although some of them still too expensive for me. She has a couple of rare items. Too expensive. Graveyard. Why didn't you give me my Alberdier Gina back? Well, 6,935. Let's see the stress levels. Who needs to heal the most? In the Abbey, Healer Philippa. Satanophobia, stress versus unholy, slow reflexes, -1 speed. Well, Ruins, Weapon Thinker. I guess in that case, I'd rather throw you to the sanitarium before to try and heal Satanophobia. And I think we have people sick, don't we? No, we don't, which is nice. What do you have, Captain Briggs? Nothing that's worth removing. Too expensive for now. And Daggery Doodoo in town will never drink, it's irrelevant. Sorcerer Grim, too expensive. Dismas may not meditate, it's irrelevant. Bostel, Thangophobia, we need to remove it. That's exactly what we need to remove. So Bostel, Treatment Ward, Thangophobia, remove. And to deal with stress, we have Rogue Gerbert needing some stress relief. Seems like he refuses to go to the Abbey. Will never drink, may not meditate. In town, will only gamble. So he's a gambler. We'll need to get him to the tavern, doing some gambling, which is impossible right now because the caretaker of the hamlet is currently enjoying his time in that activity. So, seems like they all united against me. Philippa is already under treatment. Herbert can't do anything since his only available activity is occupied. Who else is too stressed out? Anyone? Maybe Healer Fitz. We can heal a little. 1,275. What's more expensive? Let's see the Abbey. 1,500. Yeah. Going to the bar and having a few drinks, it's better for her. And 3,800, we can't spend any more money. Eldritch skilling the ice incense to the occultist. So let's see, the occultist. Common, 5 protection, 1 speed. 2 dodge, 20 blight resist. Well, let's do it like this. And since we have a lot of medium quests, we're gonna do one now. Long, wow, long, medium, medium, short, medium. So next, let's see. Yeah, we can't. We're gonna have to wait until Healer Philippa is better. Or, in alternative, find a new healer. We have another
Barbaric
Helion.
rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
So it will be Arbalest, Meveril, and now we have to make some options. So I don't have enough healers. I have enough healers, but my healers are all above level 3, with the exception of Philippa. And Philippa is undergoing healing to try and reduce this stress. So that means I have no healers to use in quests below level 3. And to fight the Siren and the Wizened Hag, which are level 1, I can't use level 3 characters, which means I can't use Healer Fitz or Healer Sarah, or any of these guys at level 3, so I will have to choose my party from these lower levels. And in the lower levels, there's only one healer, which is Philippa. We'll have to wait for her. So we're gonna have to do another small quest while we wait. Or risk it all like crazy and go after the wizened hag, which is also an option. It's a medium quest, so is the Siren. It's also a medium quest. No, it's impossible to do a medium quest right now. It's not impossible, but it's very risky. Let's do a short quest. Or... well, I'm gonna risk a long quest. Bye. Or not, let's see. Where is the Ilion I just hired? So no items to sell. 3,800 is not enough to do a long quest. Would be enough to do a medium one. But the medium ones, Tenor's Prophet, long. The medium ones are all boss battles. Though let's see if I can figure out a way to get some healing in place. I know Revenge, Purge, Hew. Let's see. It won't be possible. I'm really gonna have to do a short quest first. Let's leave. Let's leave Grim in there. Let's place Vialagranoth. Let's introduce Jester Slider. This is very risky. And Mercenary Vein, perhaps. Or it shouldn't be Mercenary Vein, it should be the Melting Leper, because... but to use the Melting Leper, because he can heal himself, but to use the Melting Leper with self-healing, that means going to the guild and trying to unlock Solemnity. That way we'll be able to remove Revenge and place a self-healing for him, which voids the need for healing for that character. Agranoth still needs someone to heal him, I think. Well, he can also heal himself with Absolution. Jester doesn't have self-healing. And Grim has all-around healing. But before going, let's go back to the guild, get Agranoth in there, and improve both his self-healing, the manacles, and the rake. And we're gonna do the same for the Melting Leper, improving Solemnity, and Grim the same with Word Reconstruction. Now, this got us too low in terms of money, so I'm gonna have to do some things in here. All Plague Doctor items, Mercenary Dismas, Archer, Highwayman, so this is not an Archer, but let's see if Daggery, Brightstone, Blight Skill Chance. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Jester. He doesn't have Blight skills. Well, we'll have to do like this. 3,100 should be... should be... Actually, no, it shouldn't. It will never be enough. But we don't have a choice. Other than... maybe... sell some items. Okay, this should allow us to get through this short quest with a really crazy party, as you're gonna see. Agronoth and Jester are really something else, both in a good and in a bad way, because they have some very specific quirks of their gameplay that are quite harmful for us, but that is to compensate the good side that they have. Five, a couple of shovels are already there. Let's take torches and too much food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bandages. Let's go. Sorry. So let's go to the cove.
The smell of
Here we are.
rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Now, we need to explore 90% of the rooms. Again, we have a lonely room to this side. We can either leave it and explore all the others, or go there, see that one, and that will allow us to leave perhaps this room unchecked. First barrier.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
In the first corridor is not a good beginning. If this is poison, is a terrible beginning, and we are doomed. Ah. Okay. Yours for the taking. Some jade, some money, and a skeleton key. 70. Let's see how is sorry. Let's see how is this map. Since now we have to go back. And move to the next room.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Radiant Light 84, still good enough. There's a sack that is empty. Let's go to the door, light at 60. Enemies! So, it's all good. Time to see what these guys can do. We have a madman in here. We need to make sure he goes down first. So Jester has Harvester to do some bleeding. He's got Solo, which makes him go to the front row automatically and do some damage. And Battle Ballad to buff the rest of the party. And also Finale, that can only be used when he is in the front row. So let's start with Battle Ballad. Agronoth will throw some file on them. Missed me. Grim will use Abyssal Artillery. And now let's see what their front row is gonna do. Some guard. There, Wolverine went to the first row. And I guess Thane will send him back again. He resisted. He's protecting the Wolverine, and he resisted the move. So Jester lead that guy or those guys. As you saw, Jester can lead two guys at the same time, the two middle rows. Agronoth also has a few tricks, but I'm not going to use it yet because his major trick has a dark side, so he has a skill that is transformation, and that will transform him into a werewolf that does a lot of damage, but also stresses the hell out of our own party. Let's try that again. Nice. And now, Jester Slider, you're gonna bleed him or kill him.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
They are all dead. They just don't know it yet. So, time for the manacles. Leave them all stunned. While Grim here provides some healing.
A death by inches.
Let's mark him to increase damage. And finally, let's do the solo to debuff the entire enemy party. Grim will use the Weakling Curse. And finally, Mercenary Vein will finish it, I hope.
Confidence
Yep.
surges as the enemy
18 damage
crumbles.
after all those debuffs, bleedings, and
Remind
poison.
yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Aha! We require only the strength to follow it, he said. So I'm strong. Can I follow it?
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Of course not. Carelessness should not have any kind of clemency. Who's gonna open that? Halt! Jester, what are you doing in that position? The sack is empty, entering the final goal of this corridor to meet a bunch of new enemies, dangerous enemies, but Jester Slider will teach them all a trick. First, Sorcerer Grim is gonna have to
Impressive.
use some medical artillery. Then the manacles. And I don't know, what should be the best course of action? I guess we can try it, but it will probably... Ah, it didn't resist it. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Because now my friends, it's time for the harvest. Cure him.
As
Ouch.
the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And mark the guy. That's it. Ah! Nail the Fishman.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And Solo. Grim, it's time to throw some abyssal artillery.
Devastating blow.
Jester should be coming up next again because he got a boost in speed with that last move, so 5 speed for 3 rounds. That means he's gonna be able to use Finale Wada that do a lot of damage and go back to the last position. And then that means that when you use Jester, you need to have the 3 other party members having no problem in going back and forth 1 row. And now Grim will pull him to the front to allow Vayne to finish the job. Nice.
Success
Nice.
so clearly in view.
So clearly
Or is
in
it
view.
merely a trick of the light?
It is merely a trick of the light because success is not nearly in view. It's still very, very far away. Let's get another torch. You salvaged the unburned torch. Let's proceed. Okay, we have Fatso, Vessel Troll, Pelagic Groper, and Pelagic Shaman. Let's deal with the Pelagic Shaman by doing a solo first to debuff them all. After that, Agronoth can poison them, and Vayne can lead them. Ouch! Aha! You're at the front row, Mr. Shaman. And you know what? Jester doesn't like you. Wow. And oops. And oops, my bad. And manacles to finish the job.
Singular strike.
He's gonna strike the whole party with wow, man, that
Foolish
suicide
horrors.
is terrible,
Brought low
man.
And driven into the mud.
That suicide is really, really terrible, man. Well, let's go then. Next room. Watch out for the traps. And the light. No enemies. Let's with the scouting we can go here. Anger, let him eat something. Watch out for traps. No, it can be Agronaut. It's a trap. You idiot. Here, some bandages. And let's see. Okay. So far so good. Light at 60. Now at 85. Let's move to a room battle for sure. I don't believe all these 4 rooms would be empty. And if these 2 are, more than likely these 2 have battles. The coral is suiting to the mine. Thank you. 73. Through the door for a battle. Wow, no battles. Nice, nice, nice. Even better. Yeah, of course, there's a battle in the hallway, but we can go around and through this side to avoid that battle if we want. Simply do this. This way we can avoid this corridor battle. Of course, we still take the chance that time itself may cause enemies to appear at a random surprise attack, but with a little luck we'll make it to the next room without any problems. Last shovel of the 2 I bought. And finally, quest completed. Wow! No items, no items. Quest completed it is.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
Oh yes you will. Okay, Thane got deviant tastes, is not allowed to visit the brothel for reasons best left to discretion, and Warren's tactician. Jester Slider, Nymphomania. Plus 20% stress healed in the brothel. Wow. So is the Nymphomaniac. Wow.
Finally, the serum is working, and the side effects are manageable.
Yeah. Medical breakthrough. The time and gold were not spent in vain, however, as today caregivers announced they have succeeded in concocting an effective antidote. Medical ward is free. That's great, but I don't have anyone sick. I think. Medical ward is free, but there's no one sick to go to the medical ward. So, whatever. Now, of course, Iller Fitz had to vanish for the second time in this playthrough. Iller Fitz went on a drunken bender and hasn't been seen since the previous evening. And other than that, we have a few people stressing out. Of course, one of them is Iller Philippa, which will go to the cloister. Another is Rogue Herbert, which will have to go to the tavern to drink. But that guy is refusing to leave the damn bar. The melting leper in town will only drink. Well, let's put him to drink then. And Vane, the same thing. In town will only drink. Let's see. The carriage. Grave Robber, Highwayman, and Seeker Helion. I want another Helion, but that means getting rid of someone. And guess who that someone is? The only one that hasn't yet
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock. Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Indeed. So let's see. We got a lot of people at level 3 already. At level 2, we also have a few. But we still have a lot of people at level 1 and 0. Okay, you can't be the two of you exactly the same color, so one is a redhead, the other a brunette. Arbalest Meverell and this will be Arbalest Thorin. And Iller Philippa, it's fine, but just change the F for PH. Just to be more believable. And that's good. So, What is this? Flash fire gunpowder. For the highwayman only. Let's see the highwayman. Already has it. Ranged skills, stun resist. He already has this, so we can sell it. And we need to wait another quest while Philippa heals. So let's try to keep upgrading our lowers. So this is we must eat. Gain 3 grain sacks. Gather 3 grain sacks. Medium, 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 short, medium, medium. Let sleeping levels lie. Your ancestor was receiving Eldritch relics via marine shipments. Find and return them to town where they can be stored safely out of the hands of greater evils. I don't really want to go again into the cove, so instead we are going to the Weld, since the Warrens would mean facing the second boss of the Warrens, and I still have the boss of the Cove and the Weld to face. So we're gonna do cleanse in the Weld. In the Weld, what kind of enemies do we face in the Weld? I remember. So let's see, Captain Briggs perhaps? What is the matter? Captain Briggs doesn't have a preferred position? Of course he does. He gotta. Arbalest Maverell, Adrenaline Rush, cures Blight, Bleed, and deals 1. If it bleeds, I don't like it. Iron Swan, I don't like it. Wicked Hack, I don't like it. So 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. So ideal position for her is first position. Is her ideal position. Doesn't mean she can't do position 2 if needed, but it's not the ideal for her. Let's check what can I do to try and make a better build out of this. So first of all, I need the breakthrough unlocked, of course. And the barbaric jump would also be nice. Same for bleed out. And then we can We can't upgrade anything else because the resolve is still 0, but that will give us more room to pick a different skill set. So we're gonna take breakthrough. We are gonna take, which is for all the positions. We're gonna take Iron Swan. Which is exactly the same. I don't know what the difference is between Iron Swan and Wicked Hack, except that one can hit 2 positions and be used in 2 positions. So just because of that, I'm gonna use it. So 1, 2, let's place Adrenaline Rush 3 and Barbaric Yamp 4. Captain Briggs is Defender, Guard Ally, Retribution, Mark Target activates Repost. Command, plus 10 accuracy, plus 1 critical. Okay. I guess he's fine. Now we need a proper healer, which we don't have at all. They are all they are all recovering. So Philippa is recovering, Grim upgraded, so I have no healers. And that leaves me in the unfortunate need of having to find people capable of healing themselves. So Bounty Hunter Postel can do good in the 3rd position, so he could go there. But so could Vile Agronoth. And I guess Vile Agronoth is actually better in the 3rd position. And finally, in the last place, I really don't have a clue who to place there. Daggery Doodoo, perhaps. But it would be good if she could heal herself, which she doesn't seem to be able to. because we do need people capable of healing themselves. We needed the melting leper, for example, for his healing. He has some healing, he has little, she has little, no, she has little, he has none, he has self-healing, and we don't have anyone with normal healing to try and give a hand to these people. Wassel is already at level 3. This is not an arbalest. This is an halberdier. Halberdier Mav. Halberdier Thorin. And now I don't think I really have anyone that can heal itself anymore. So I might as well take Daggery Dudu, perhaps. Or Jester. Jester could also work, not as healing, but at least to do some damage. This is risky, I'm not gonna be able to finish this quest. I'm gonna have to go back. So, no way I'm gonna do that. Okay, this should be enough. But considering the time, we're gonna hand episode 7 or day 7 of this live stream right here. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you join me tomorrow for another day streaming the Darkest Dungeon. If you want to, stick around, and I'll be playing Civilization 6 in a while without comments, just me playing. And that's it. See you all soon, guys.